Hello, great tens. Okay, let's head into some traps as we make it maths and make it traps and something, right? Okay, so we've got solve for theta in this range of cos theta equals tan 35. Now, I've already got my calculator up and ready here because I kind of want to think, well, tan 35, it's just some sort of number, right? So you may as well have been given the equation cos theta equals 0, 7,002, blah, 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 and been asked to solve that. And I suspect if that were the case, you go, oh, okay, well, that's easy enough. I'd go, well, my reference angle is, shift cos of that number there. Now, that number there is just tan 35. So, you get your reference angle. So I'm going to go shift cos tan, where's tan? 35, there it is. Close all these brackets. 45,6, give or take a degree. 45,6 degrees. And then, you'd go for your cast diagram. Well, wait a second. If we're looking here, well, that's there. CAST, cos is positive, so we're there or we're there. And so you go along. Well, that's what I suspect. So I'm not quite sure if the trap is that, well, theta looks like it's 35, or you're going to divide tan 35 as sine 35 over cos 35. So I'll just do it like that and say, okay, well, if that's the case, then we can say, well, theta equals our reference angle because it was positive, or theta is in this one here, so we can go 360 minus our reference angle, and so we go 360 minus our reference angle, 314,4, 314,4 degrees, and there are two answers. So, it's, if we drew this, and as I'm, I like having a little bit of a picture, cos theta, we're between 0 and 360, tan 35 is this number over here, 0, 7. So we're seeing when do those two intersect? Well, there's an example, 45 and 314. Okay, so those were our two. Second kind of possible trap, sine squared theta equals a quarter. So we don't need that just now. So if we've got sine squared theta equals a quarter, well, remember that's like we're given sine squared theta is that equals a quarter. So that means we've got two options, right? Sine theta could be a half, because a half square gives you a quarter. And, if we're in our beloved other way of asking this, I'd say, what else when you square it gives you a quarter? Well, positive a half would be the option, and negative a half would be your other option. So you've got all these different solutions. Now, if you know your special triangles, then you'd kind of link your special triangles along with your cos graph. Not your cos graph, your sine graph. I was just thinking we were doing the cos up there. So you'd have your sine graph and go, well, there's sine there, and we're seeing when is this equal to a half, or when is it equal to negative a half, and we can see that there are four solutions, right? So as I said, if you're feeling like a special triangle top of day, and you go, okay, well, if we've got a half, then we've got kind of one of our special triangles here where maybe we had 60. Is that how we draw our special triangle? 30. And we said, well, if this distance here were, which way around did we do it? I think we had our triangle out like this. And we originally drew an equilateral triangle. So we said if that all these sides are 2, then this would be 1. And this would be square root something or other, right? What do we have? Square root 3, right? 4 minus 1. Or you just go into that little friend of yours, come little friend, and you've got your calculator and you go shift sine of 0.5, and it gives you your 30 degrees, right? Or from here, you've got your half. So you know that we've got 30 degrees is that answer. So therefore, you've gone 180 minus, 180 plus, 360 minus. You've got all those options. So you may have gone, your reference angle is 30 degrees. And we're looking in all quadrants. So over, let's get rid of that. Let's draw it over here. So we got CIST. We're looking at all our quadrants now. So we're saying 30 degrees, 180 minus 30, 180 plus 30, 360 minus 30. So all our options are 30 degrees, or 150 degrees, or 180 plus, 210 degrees, or 360 minus to give us our 330 degrees. So they are the options between 0 and 360. And as I said, there's your kind of graph just linking it together. So those are the two, as I say, not sure how trappy they are. Maybe the idea is maybe you just go sine theta equals a half instead of sine theta equals positive or negative a half. And maybe here you get confused by the 35 degrees instead of thinking of this as tan 35. So that is that. As always, make it